Welcome back, friends. For those who don't know me yet, I'm the creator of the game Project Soul. If you want to learn more about the game, check the description box. I've been talking about the upcoming game test at the end of September on one of my recent Twitch streams, and decided to upload it to YouTube so everybody can get this valuable information. Have fun! Okay, let's talk about the next game test we're going to have pretty soon. There's a lot of ongoing stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is already been done. As you can see, I basically managed to do the map layout. So if the whole beta, I wouldn't say beta, we're still far away from a beta, but the playtest map layout is basically completely done. The only thing that needs to be implemented, you can see here on the right, maybe I should use my mouse so you can actually see it. Here on the right are quests and puzzles, which are still stuff that is missing. What you guys are going to test this time is the whole core system in the background. So for the first playtest, we kind of focus on just the basic combat, and I would say we also jumped a bit into like the cutscene stuff, which is going to change, but I'm going to come to that later. The next thing which is done is the new boss logic. I had already some friends test it, and it was quite fun to watch because it's if you thought the boss from last time was kind of hard, well, this one is also hard, but it's better than the last time, since last time you had some kind of RNG factors in it, since the programming wasn't like really basic and not that good. But I changed it up. I really tried to make it as fair as possible, but still as challenging as possible. Of course, there's still the boss logic is also done. Yeah, as I said, there were people already tried it. It's still very challenging. But as soon as you get like the knowledge how the skills are working or how the boss in general is working, it's manageable. It's really manageable. Okay, some people on Instagram were talking about some kind of training space or something where they can actually learn the mechanics about the game. So I implemented a small room where you can respawn enemies. And they're just basic enemies where you can try to do damage, summon your weapons, whatever. So I implemented that, and you're gonna get some kind of quests to go to this part. So it's not gonna be like in the previous playtest where just be thrown into the game itself. And yeah, and then you can, yes, it's, I wouldn't say like a tutorial, since I really want to create a piece of the game where you can decide if you either want to go through all the steps and talk to each NPC, or if you just don't care and you just want to fight the boss. Yeah, well. Okay, I changed the complete new spawn setup. I did this basically because I was kind of afraid, since we were talking about 147 maps, that if I place all the mobs in the game before you actually like discover the stuff, I just want to keep the performance kinda in a good way, so you guys don't have stuttering and stuff. Since this is like what I implemented next was the skill and attribute logic, which is completely done. So the background for it is already working. The only thing that is missing is the user interface for it. So I mean, basically the user interface is there, but you don't have like this, what I want to have, like a hover over the icon, and the icon will simply tell you, okay, it's this and this skill. And whatever, and if you like skill it, you get this and this bonus. You know what I mean? That's basically what is gonna happen. The next big step I really did was I did an enemy revamp, and I just want to point out it wasn't just enemy revamps, but I revamped like a hell of a lot base code. Since, I mean, I progressed through the last year thanks to university, and thanks, a big shout out to David at this point, since he was really helpful and really teach me a lot. And I mean, Phi too. So Phi was also really a huge help. You guys showed me a lot, and it's just, I don't know, I'm just growing with you guys, and it's really nice. Thank you. Big shout out to you guys. I implemented something totally new. As I've been programming the basic boss logic, I realized it would be so cool if enemies had like some kind of opportunity also to cast skills. So I mean that in a way that you can like imagine it like Lego pieces. So I have my basic mob and I have skills. And now I can just basically have like a list of skills and I just take one skill and put it on the enemy. So you can basically give any skill to any enemy in a very modular way, which is super neat. So that means you're not only going to have like enemies that are maybe super fast, super strong, super healthy, whatever, but they're going to be enemies that actually are capable of using skills. There is already a functioning way of collecting items and upgrading items, but I'm still kinda missing the modularity in that too. So I really want to look a bit deeper into this before releasing the game test, since looting and upgrading your items is like some of the core mechanics the game will have. And I think it's just a good way to start a game, or like to start a playtest where you can actually have a solid basis for everything that's coming next. So what I'm currently working on is, here is mentioned like in progress, the balancing. This is basically a lie. The balancing is just currently working in my brain. I'm just trying to figure out how to build a way to balance stuff out. Because we're kinda, Zephyr will have the possibility to progress really good, like leveling up constantly, since there are no level ups. I told you we don't want any freaking grind. That's not what the game is supposed to be. But what we want like to have the reward of actually killing mobs or killing bosses, or even looking for those mini bosses I'm going to implement. So, oh boy, UI UX is something I really dislike in this game currently. I just want to mention that I'm going to implement everything as it is currently. So the color scheme is going to stay the same, and the UI you already saw is going to stay the same. But I'm missing the basic skill icons at this point, and this is what I'm currently working on. I want to give you like cool skills. In this case, they're passive skills. I'm not going to open too much of the summoning weapons. There are currently 4 you can choose of. You can choose. And I'm not gonna open much more than these. Let's move on. So, okay, the next step is boss visuals. You already had like a sneak peek on the boss I designed. What is basically missing is movement and the skills. There's, honestly, I think there's about 6 skills the boss has. So basically what is currently open is NPC drawings, man. Okay, there will be a lot of NPCs, because I want you to have the opportunity to talk to the NPCs, if you're talking. That's what I meant beforehand. So you can have some kind of tutorial by talking to NPCs. But I'm not gonna force you to do it. So you can basically just say, nah, I don't need it, I don't want it, I don't need to collect more skill points, I just want to go in raw. I want to fight against the boss directly and just see if I'm capable of killing him without all the tools I get. Yeah, there will be some kind of side quests too, and I'm also, as you can see, quests are mentioned here, and I also will implement the first basic puzzles, so you get also some kind of idea how the puzzling in the game will work. You know, it's not gonna be just a simple I run around and kill stuff. You know that a lot of my inspiration comes from the retro Zelda stuff, so of course we need to have some kind of puzzles. One major thing I'm going to change, I'm not gonna go too deep into this, is there will be like a huge cutscene. I have like this super cool idea. I also talked to Nico, who is doing our music already, and he was totally into it. So prepare. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna use this cutscene only for the game itself, but we actually are going to use it on YouTube and Instagram to do some PR. I never done this before, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. There is still some time, but yeah, I will find out along the way. So, and as you can see here, there is a song recording. Can you read it? Yeah, I should not point, I should use my mouse, sorry. But there's song recording over here. There will be a new song, of course. I cannot just like create a new game without a song. And I'm actually thinking about doing the vocals myself this time. After playtest is going to be like the next step to move this project on, you know. First of the biggest thing I need to do, like this is like a major point, is the redesign. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear it, but I really dislike how it looks currently. Like the basic game and the mechanics and everything that's about playing, I'm really into that. I love how the animations work for most of the stuff, but there's a big but to everything, you know. I recently learned about the basic animation rules, and I want to change that, of course. So as you can see, I mentioned here characters, maps, UI, lighting. Since lighting is not a thing, I really cheated my way through this time. Maybe I make a short video about how I cheated. But basically, this needs to change, and this will be changed in the long run. Okay, one of the points will be expanding the world itself. We already talked about that. We have now basically, you saw about 2 maps in the playtest, and there will be, I can't remember, is it 12 maps in this one? I think I made 12 maps for this one, so there's like also a lot to discover. It's not gonna be a playtest like it was before, 10 minutes in, 10 minutes out, and the thing is done. You're gonna have quite some time to explore, which I hope you like. Yeah, adding weapons, adding items, and one of the biggest point I'm currently really afraid of, I think I made a really good basis to implement saving, but we'll find out about that, right? Okay, so this is basically what we wanted to talk about, the game tests we will have. I can also show you a date, because there is a date. Give me a second. All right, let's see. So, okay, let's talk about it. At the end of September, you will be able to play the new game test. I know it's always hard as a game dev to announce some kind of date, but I'm pretty sure this will be manageable. There are a lot of factors that are going to affect this, and I think a lot of positive factors. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested about future implementations or the game itself, feel free to follow me on Insta or any other of the links mentioned in the description. I'd be happy if you leave a like and follow, and if you have any questions, just post a comment. See you next time. Bye bye.